Morning, girls. How we doing? We're back here with Chantal Marie, Foodie Beauty of the Reaver to the Mariams of the whatevers. This is, I was in Kuwait Hospital for diabetes complications. Is it a diabetes complication if you just kept eating carbohydrates and sugars and spiked your own blood sugar? Is that going to be a diabetes complication? I would think of like, well, my diabetes has affected my leg or something like that. You know, like something came as a result of my diabetes. But it's not that. It's that you ate too much sugar. Now, you might be like, minced potato, why are we 2 minutes and 20 seconds randomly into this video? And it's like, oh, well, don't worry. It's because I want to do a side-by-side comparison piece because she's got a new introduction and I want you guys to see it. So, like, picture this. This is some amalgamation, I guess, of what Foodie Beauty thinks she looks like. She proper looks like E.T. She is odd looking. I'm going to say odd. Odd is the politest way I can say it. She is so freaky looking nowadays. So this is what she looks like just here in the just a random click. I didn't play around and try and find out something. I don't even know what's being said here. You can see it muted still. So I just clicked. I just like scroll, click. You know, like scroll. Look at this thing. You know, random scroll and click, and it's horrifying. She looks like a 70-year-old woman trying to look like a 30-year-old woman. It's horrendous looking. But then you go all the way to her new one. Look at this! Look at this! What a comparison! This is what she thinks she looks like. Look at this! She actually thinks this. She smiled at herself when she saw herself in the viewfinder because she's like, oh my god, I'm a beauty. Bro, even with all these filters, you're still not even a beauty. That's the problem. You got a big shovel face. You got a weird, like, ice pick chin going on there. Also, the new, like, start, for some reason, it has horror music. Listen to this. It's like we're in Silent Hill. Look at this. We're in, like, that Black Hole Sun music video suddenly. It's all, like, washed out. I didn't do this. Who did this? Look at her. She thinks she's hot shit, even when she has the devil horns literally coming out of her head right now as this weird satanic music plays in the background. It is so bizarre. But yeah, let's obviously just skip through the cameo here because you know I don't care.
Well, hello,
Look at her. Her eyelids aren't even open the same amount. Like, I can't really see the pupils well enough yet to see if they're the same. Her teeth are something. They're basically conjoined twins now. They're basically just one long tooth there at the bottom. Like, what happened to her face?
darlings. Welcome back
Hello, darlings. What even is that new introduction?
to another video. So, behind me I have some roses and
Those have been there for 6 months. Those are the ones you said Salah bought you to make up for a Kybella. They're the same ones in the same position because they're fake. Oh my god, I forgot we're on 1.25. Let's get up there.
a cat. Can't get any better than that.
I have a cat.
Oh yeah, my plaque. So,
What, there? Oh yeah, I can see your plaque there. Like I literally already pointed it out earlier on in this video. What is she actually talking about?
what I have for you are just some random clips that I
So
took.
what I have for you
Very few.
are some random clips that I just happened to take today when I was at the hospital. Why are you talking like this? It's actually so off-putting. I think I was right with the Silent Hill thing. It's like those like terrible like web comics and like, you know, like creepy pastas where it's like your mom tells you to go out and buy some milk and you go out and you come back and it's 1 a.m. and you walk in, your mom's sitting at the table just staring ahead, smiling blankly, and you're like, hey mom, I got the milk. And she's like, oh, darling, I'm glad that you got the milk. And you know your mother has been replaced by something. It's that.
Clips from the clinic, from the hospital.
Well, the
mostly
voice didn't last very long. Imagine going to hospital. I was like, what should I film here? What should I, my loyal beezers, who definitely aren't people who just want to see me die. What should I film for? The food. What?
But a bit of the surrounding. And on the way to the clinic, we stopped and we saw some date trees. Being from Canada,
I had to be rushed to the clinic because I was dying. But we stopped and looked at some trees because I guess Sal is there, and I forgot how much in Thailand he liked filming trees.
I've only seen dates in the trees at the park, and they were covered in some netting, but you can actually see the actual dates here. And unripened dates, they are eaten here, and they're called bala.
Aren't unripened dates, aren't they full of wasps and stuff like that? Like I realized that they're like broken down or something like that. Like I've heard mixed things about them, but apparently to like I'm pretty sure it's dates. It's dates or figs. I always get this confused back and forth. It might be figs, but it's like to pollinate them. The wasp, like a female wasp, has like burrow inside them to like actually pollinate because you have to be pollinated on the inside and then like lays their eggs inside them. But I've heard some people say, well, if you're biting into it, you're probably eating like wasp babies. But other people say, oh, actually the fruit digests the wasp. I have no idea. But that's all I can think of now. Anytime she starts talking about this shit.
And when they're ripened,
when people say she's had a stroke, I really buy it now.
They become brown and wrinkly, like we all know. And when they're
like,
unripened, they're sweet.
Oh my god, what is this?
Like date-like.
What? When you eat a date, it tastes like a date. You're crazy. No, don't be lying to me here. Imagine being like, well, I am so desperate. Unfortunately, I couldn't film the food in hospital long enough to get over 8 minutes. So I have to give an introduction to say what you're about to watch. And then I'm going to play it for you. And part of the random trip to the hospital is, here's a tree.
But they're juicy. I actually like them raw as well.
God.
So
do people usually cook dates? Like, do you usually eat dates raw?
This is current present time, how I'm talking to you right now.
What? No, I thought this was the future, or maybe the far past. Obviously.
Makeup back, I'm back on camera. I'm feeling...
As you can see, I have my makeup back like it makes any difference. What? When has that ever changed?
Well, I'm feeling healthier.
Ah, sure, bro.
And that
How
is
much weight do you pretend I've lost?
Medications are working, the antibiotics. I had a pretty bad kidney infection. For the
Why are you only mentioning antibiotics instead of the... Well, isn't she on insulin now? Apparently that's like the newest thing. Because I didn't watch like the live streams myself and to like react to them. I watched like other people reacting to them because I don't know, it's like 2.5 hours, 3 hours. I couldn't. So I'd rather just watch a reactor, watch her, and I will watch a reactor 2 times speed and I can just plow through it. And, it's so good. But I remember, because I think it was Yab I was watching who said like, she's claiming that she's down like 37 pounds or genuinely something ridiculous like that. And the numbers didn't add up because she claimed the last time I got weighed in the doctor says 166 kilograms, which isn't true because she claimed that when she weighed herself at home, she was like 151 recently. So it's weird that she's lying and suddenly claiming that she's lost weight from the 166 kilograms when she was already pretending previously she was down to 151 or something like that. I think it was 151. Because I remember joking one point that she was about to drop into 140 kilograms. I remember joking about that. So I don't know why she's suddenly pretending she was 166 kilograms again.
You who are not aware of what happened, I had a pretty bad kidney infection. I did have one...
You had a massive blood sugar spike.
I think what happened was it never fully resolved. That's maybe also the doctor said that could have happened as well. And also just that my blood sugars have been really high. So there's two things.
It's probably more that. Yeah, that. See the way you went in, your blood sugar was 22. Yeah, it's probably. I remember the way she was gloating at us that it's like 10 is like really good, and she usually 10 and haha, own haters. Haters gonna say this is a made up result, and then like a week later she's in hospital because she had 22.
Three things I'm really trying to fix.
What?
Number one being...
my fake marriage. She was trying to sit there and figure out how she could keep her ring in frame there.
The infection.
Look at her. I don't know if it's because she's sick and she's like puffy or a new filter or the makeup or what, but she is weird looking. Like just... It's the nicest, like, she is odd looking, like genuinely weird looking.
Because that can cause your blood sugars to remain elevated. My blood sugars are fluctuating, like they go low.
Isn't it more because you like eat lots and lots and lots of shit that people keep saying you shouldn't eat, and then you're, I actually know what I should eat. That's maybe it.
Lower, they go high, and they usually are pretty high right now. Despite state medication and everything else, and so
that's because you're out eating the medication. It's like Amber Lynn trying to lose weight, and she's like, I'm on Ozempic and I'm doing really well, but for some reason this week I only lost 1.7 pounds, guys. It's so weird. It's like, yeah, because you're out eating it. That's why your medication's not working, because you're out eating your medication.
I'm trying to deal with that. I'm trying to deal with the high blood sugar,
which I'm sure is even less healthy.
I'm also trying to, of course, tackle this weight issue and get on.
They're literally all connected. Like your bad kidney issue was to do with like a UTI that apparently had traveled up into your kidney. That happens because you can't wipe yourself or clean yourself, okay? That is caused because you're supermorbidly obese. You're supermorbidly obese because you can't stop eating sugar and carbohydrate. They're all you literally only have to fix one of those issues and the rest will actually fall into place. And it is stop eating carbohydrates and sugars. And then, like, God, how long until the next mukbang? Oh yeah, by the way, I could probably say, like I mentioned in my live stream, that it's probably going to drop off because I am actually disappearing. I'm going on holiday here. So I saw you posted this one. It came out not too long ago, so I really wanted to quickly rush out, get a recording for it here, and then I have some content I'm hopefully going to drip feed for you guys over the next couple days, week or so when I'm gone. So hopefully you enjoy it. Hopefully nothing crazy happens. We always know anytime I'm away, something weird happens in Gorlworld. So fingers crossed it doesn't happen. I'll be live tweeting from a beach somewhere.
On a proper diet plan for that.
Let's go.
So I was put on.
You've been put on a proper diet plan dozens of times at this point. Why is that? Oh, I've been put on a diet plan. Oh, yay! Like, that's going to help.
Insulin. And
yep.
So far it doesn't seem to be very effective, but he put me on a low dose of like 5.
So far, it doesn't seem to be very effective. So far, it doesn't seem to be very... Bro, it's because you still are eating absolute guff. That's why it's not very effective. If you actually, like, I don't know, didn't eat, like, just loads and loads of bread and rice mixed with noodles, maybe it'd be more effective.
5 units. So
I don't know what that is.
With that.
Are you? I don't know what that is.
I have an appointment later today.
I have an appointment later today. Why smirk? Why be smug about having to go to the hospital because you've nearly eaten yourself to death? That's the weirdest flex I've ever seen.
So I'm going to show you
my dick.
The vlog.
Oh, sorry, the vlog. Yeah, that's it.
But I first wanted to...
This is the thing. Remember she tried to dunk on all the haters and like, it's like, why don't you guys go out and vlog? She's calling this a vlog. Filming her hospital food is going to be a vlog, guys. I can't. That's actual insanity. It's insanity. It's what I say. I could never be like a vlogger like her because my dignity is worth so much more than the very little amount of money she honestly makes on YouTube nowadays. This is embarrassing, bro.
Just come and do an introduction because I didn't shoot one of those, and
wow.
I just wanted to.
I'm glad your introduction's 4 minutes long.
So, I am down overall.
What are we chatting now?
Since my last weigh-in at the doctor, like November 2023, I weighed in at 160.
That wasn't your last weigh-in at the doctor.
66.
Was it?
And I'm actually, when I weighed in this time at the same clinic, I'm 150 kgs, just like a little over that.
Show it? Oh, so did you show it?
You know, since I went to the clinic, I didn't eat much for the next 3 days after that.
Yeah, sure. I love she's actually trying to, but actually did actually lose even more. Like Foodie, who literally just gets fatter on screen, keeps telling us, like, Amberlynn often, like, kind of looks the same. I've said recently, I think Amberlynn might have lost a little bit of weight. You know, like, Amberlynn, there's sometimes a bit of a fluctuation in her. Foodie, she never looks thinner. She always just looks heavier and heavier and heavier. But she's the one coming going, yeah, guys, so far I've lost 40 pounds. You had no problem.
But I have started eating again, so I know I'll put on a bit of weight.
Wow.
I'm waiting to, like, for my body to adjust to all the medications, regulate.
That apparently doesn't work.
Get on a proper blood sugar regulating diet, and
like the one you were meant to get on 9 months ago.
Yes, I know that's going to mean eliminating a lot more carbs than I've been eating.
No,
I do realize that, but
really, because you didn't realize that 2 weeks ago when you made a video specifically targeted at evil haters for pointing out that you were eating badly. Weird that, guys.
Again, the higher blood sugars right now are probably mostly related to the infection, is what the doctor said.
Yeah, sure, bro. Like the doctor clearly he went and he looked at all your mukbangs, he looked at everything you've been eating recently, because I'm sure you're entirely honest with him. And he's like, no, you look like a health and fitness queen. Definitely it's your kidney's fault. It couldn't be your fault, cutie. And then he turned into your mom.
So I'm going to work with the doctor, come up with a good...
Are you?
Medicine
I bet she never goes back.
And I was given a slip to go to one of the buildings. One of the buildings. God, she talks like a child. It's a big building and there are men inside and they work. Clinics that are in the hospital to partake in a diabetes education program run by like some nurses.
I don't know, like some nurses. Are you saying like some nurses because they're like beneath you? Would you like it more if it was a doctor that's running it? Would a doctor be important enough for you there, cutie? She said that so dismissively. That's kind of really weird. Also, imagine being so stupid that 9 months into this, after lecturing us Us? How dare she lecture us, the intellectuals of the world? Now she's being sent to dumb school for diabetes.
I think so. Diabetic nurses. So
diabetic nurses.
I will be excited.
Is that a step up or down below?
At this point, with my blood sugars not going down, like I thought I was doing okay. Like, you know,
literally high. She's smirking. She doesn't even think that. She doesn't even buy this at all herself.
Things that I thought were okay are not.
Literally, you didn't.
It just depends. So I have to really.
I want to say, how about, I'm going to tell you this before you go to that diabetes class. When you go and meet the diabetes nurse, get her to take a picture of your hand with how much rice you should be allowed to have, okay? And she has to close it as much as possible to make it the real amount, okay? So we don't get that thing where you're just like, oh, and you have like a wee cupped hand, you're like, well, the doctor said I could have this much. And it ended up with like, you just like, double fisting palms, but yeah, he said something, maybe this is a starting minimum.
You know, put more work into it, even more, because this time I need to get on the right track and I need to get healthy, and
we've heard this before.
My focus in my life has to be right now, or else there's not really going to be much else to focus on with how sick I've been.
Because you will die.
Like, you know, my content and stuff, like I don't do much, and it makes it.
No, when have you ever done much? Like genuinely, when you can point out Thailand as being the pinnacle of her like entire life for the past 2 years, and then you realize that Thailand was mainly about 80 to 90% her sitting in her hotel room eating takeout. Like that, and that was the highlight. That was the most active she had ever been. So much so she's so proud of it, she still tries to dunk on people for it.
Worse that it's so hot outside. Like, to do any major things, I'm gonna have to wait till I'm healthier, and I'm gonna have to wait till it's a bit colder out, guys, because
the mall's air conditioned. I'm sure most places you would usually go to are air conditioned. Yeah, unfortunately, you might have to pay to enter some of them. I know, scary word, using money because you're so broke. I know, really, really scary. But I don't know, you have to spend money to make money sometimes.
It's unbearable for me, especially with my health issues. But we will still go, you know, maybe grab a coffee. There's so many things you can do indoors here as well.
That was the thing. Like, it was just like, the last time she went out, like, I'm trying to think, when was the last time was it like the last time she went out, apart from her, like, totes for real, super romantic dinner date, guys, was like a month ago now, and it was to get a coffee. And that was it. That was her exciting vlog. That's why I laughed at her earlier on with her, like, calling this a vlog. It's so far 6 minutes of this 10-minute video is her literally just introducing what we're going to see in it. And then, like, it's going to be 4 minutes of, like, her showing her hospital dinners and a tree, apparently. And, like, that's why your vlogs are terrible. You can always, like, try and, like, say, oh, reaction challenge, you wouldn't do very well as a vlog. Well, you don't do very well as a vlogger. You do well as a train wreck, but you don't do well as a vlogger. Like, like it's like, guys, I went and I got a coffee. It's like, okay. So did I. Well, what's driving to work this morning? And anything else? No, I got a coffee.
As I've said many times. So, all that being said, I guess that's all I wanted to say.
Let's see a tree!
That is, that's it for now.
Wow.
I hope you enjoy this, and I'll keep you guys updated as
Remember, this is 1.25 speed we've got going on here. This is how deliberately slowly she's talking to try and make her videos longer.
Develop, and I'll see you guys later.
She looks so miserable. Oh my god, it's a tree! These are the date plums. I wasn't expecting that. They currently have unripened dates or bala. I love she's learned yet another. Is that literally all we're seeing of the tree? Wow, that was literally pointless. She's learned one more Arabic word finally. One more, finally, to join the other 20 she movies learned. And also it's to do with food. Remember, guys, she's 150 kilograms. She's 150 kilograms. Not a harvest. Even her expression, just her dead ass staring ahead. Oh, look at her. She's pretending she's 150 kilograms, guys. Oh, that's beautiful. I'm so happy. We've been waiting hours now at the clinic. I wasn't feeling well at all. Why were you waiting hours at the clinic? You claimed last time you went that there was the quickest clinics ever, and you literally walked in and were seen straight away because they're so much better than the evil West guy. Which is also weird because in one of the live streams, she randomly just said, like, the treatment was so good, it was nearly Western. And it's just like, what? You're the one who's talking about how community hospitals are the best in the world, and you didn't need to go out to Canada for healthcare because it was so much better in Kuwait. But now Kuwait is like, wow, they actually did so well. I actually thought I was in a Western hospital for once. Wow. Oh my, she sits like a fucking toad. I was trying to drink water to give a pee sample. I'm sure they just need to swab the inside of your knickers, because honest to God, I bet you just piss yourself 24/7, don't even realize it. Cringe. What is this meant to be? Oh my. She's 150 kilograms, by the way, guys, just so you know. Oh. I ended up being sent to ER in the end with a severe kidney infection. Is this ER? Hello, chairs. Hello, random panning shot of some chairs. Severe kidney infection. Tell me, what was your infection level? What was your infection level? That's something you should be able to say. At the hospital, I was started on IV fluids right away. Yep. That happens a lot when you go to hospital. It's not even really that unusual. Like, what is this? Because this isn't like a normal IV fluid. That's like a medicine or something like that. So it's probably like intravenous, like, I don't know, painkillers like paracetamol, or it's like an intravenous like antibiotic or something like that. Because it's not like a standard IV, because it's not like one of those, one of the bags. What was that? I was given hot milk and tea and a biscuit. It wasn't sweet tasting. Oh my God. That's so pathetic. Like, I'm sorry. Out of my times in hospital, I've never sat there and gone like, wow, guys, I had a sandwich, I guess, one time, and one time someone made me coffee. It's like, that is the least, like, hospitals are genuinely uninteresting. The food you get in hospital is probably the least interesting of that. You know what? If you put down the camera, that'd be easier. I love the cute cup design. Wow, you're really stretching here for anything. We saw as much about that cookie as we did as the palm tree. The view from my bed. I was kept in female observation. Okay. Wow. Okay. Do we believe this is the food? I don't know. Like, me, obviously, I'm kind of colored because of the food that I had in hospital. Generally, just came like on a plate, because they would usually take it around in, like, you know, those things you see in like an airplane, the wee serving trolleys. They'd usually take it around in that, in like on like trays, so the plates would be like heated, you know, so they just stay heated in the thing, and they take it around and they just give you the plate. That looks like takeaway, you know, and maybe I'm just entirely wrong, but my immediate assumption is Salah has snuck her in takeaway, and I've known people who do that. I will always tell the tale about some lol guys that I follow. They're not really overly interesting, so I'm not going to really give much information about them. But, like, there was one guy, he was 750 pounds, and he went into hospital during, like, COVID, everything like that, and he was literally dying. He was literally dying. And he was complaining about the food not being up to snuff, because he had to leave it outside his room for 20 minutes because of COVID procedures and everything like that, and it was cold when it got to him. And he's literally dying, 750 pounds. And he called, like, to have, like, a Domino's pizza delivered to his room because he was annoyed that the food was cold when it got to him, because it wasn't up to his standards. It would not put me past Foodie Beauty to get Salah to bring her in this stuff. Because imagine, they're giving her rice in a diabetes ward. I don't know if I buy it. I really don't. I do not feel up to eating to the beet salad or even eating all the food except the grapes. Sure, bro. Thumbs up, I believe you. Ugh. See, she looks like normal-ish Foodie Beauty here. Normal-ish Foodie Beauty here is like incredibly heavily filtered Foodie Beauty. But like, you know, waiting to be picked up. I thought your loving husband stayed with you 24/7. Did he abandon you? Oh my God.
Well, hello guys, hello.
Hello.
We came all the way to the appointment in the morning because there wasn't like a specified time on the paper.
What? At the bottom in fine print, the time was written. My bad, lol. Yeah, what? Why? I would have just cut that out. Like, they didn't specify a time. They just told me to show up sometime today. Can we not? Why would you even say that? That just sounds stupid coming out of your mouth.
And so apparently we have to come after 2 at this specific clinic. So I'll find out more
you have to come
after.
at 2?
I'm gonna this is like just a mix of clips.
Do you think she lied because she wanted to force Salah to like spend time with her? Do you think it was that? Because like maybe the sickness was also just to try and force Salah to spend time with her and look after her. Maybe that's why she's been in such a bad mood recently. Maybe it hasn't worked out. Maybe like once Salah made sure she wasn't dying so he could still collect her YouTube check, maybe he immediately like effed off again there. I don't know why I said effed off. That was really weird. But like I'm assuming it must be something like that, because like how would you just assume, oh, I can show up at any time. Hey Salah, let's go in the morning. And then it actually turned out to be 2 p.m. The furthest from the morning there is.
I took along my little journey of being sick. We have to nail this.
It's not really a journey, it's a circle.
Control. And
Well, I've heard that before.
but yeah,
I love Sal's not even in. We're once again sitting out some random car park. Sal's not in the car, and Foodie Beauty is waiting for him. I'm assuming Salah is in banging Ivanka again.
taking my health seriously.
Oh,
I'm
again?
concerned about that. So
No.
yeah, just
Yeah?
stay tuned. Just be patient. I have to be patient as well,
Wow.
and we will see. Like
What
I
a hero.
have, a slip to get some diabetes education, so I'm going to be signing up for that.
Imagine.
I have this
I asked them if you could film inside the class. Seriously, why not make that into content?
appointment. I'm going to be being
Own all the
by
haters.
doctors and everything, so don't worry. We will figure this out. Yeah.
Imagine, okay, you're literally saying you have to film it because this is your health journey. But we're not seeing anything. Like, nothing is being shown to us, like, whatsoever. You showed us the view from your bed and what snacks you were having in bed. That's all you showed us the entire time. So that's nothing. And then you cut to you sitting outside here. We're not seeing any paperwork. We're not seeing any evidence anything really is happening. Like, surely you should be like, well, I'm going to film my appointment. I'm going to ask my doctor, hey, do you mind if I film this? You know, I'm a influencer. You know, I deal with health issues and stuff like that. Would it be possible if we could maybe like film in here and, you know, we could see? And even in her own mind, so she could own the haters, because the doctor will definitely agree with her and tell her to have 6 handfuls of rice with every single meal. Because, you know, that doctor that she definitely has and is definitely real. You know, so you should do that. Oh, do you not want to do that? Oh, is it because it's fake and you know you're lying and you don't want to be proven wrong by your doctor saying, what are you doing? You're stupid?
Yeah, frustrating. But anyway, so that is that.
So is Sal seriously just in there reeling someone?
Thank you for watching. But overall, I would
we
say
done?
the experience, you know, at the Kuwait
Why did she just suddenly abort her like sign off there?
hospitals are very good. Very, very good.
They're
I
nearly
have
Western.
experience. I don't know, just good, I guess, I don't know what you call it, service from the nurses, the doctors, the staff, all that stuff. So I feel like I'm going to be well taken care of.
It's just like, I've never heard someone review a hospital like they're reviewing, like, I don't know, a restaurant. It's like, oh, good service from the staff. They're pretty quick and attentive. I've never heard that, but maybe it's just me, and I don't like intend to ever like spend a lot of time over and over again in hospitals. I don't like treat hospitals like a top-up clinic.
And I can keep seeing different doctors if I need to. Like, I don't feel as worried about it. I feel like I can relax a bit knowing that I do have access to healthcare here. That was something I was worried about, you know, just like
Why?
it just being very crazy. And
why were you worried about having access to healthcare here? You said that you're married, and you said that you had full access to it because you're basically a resident, because he is a resident, because you're married to him. You have residency cover, and like everything is given to you for free, but there's like some private ones that you can also go to so you can skip the queue, and he's so rich he could easily afford the private ones as well. You wanted the best of both worlds. You want to be like, I can do this both privately and publicly if I wanted to because I'm a resident. You literally claimed that, and now suddenly it's like, oh, I was scared and worried if I would actually get seen or treated. It's like, what?
very expensive and just everything. So
Why do you think it'd be very expensive? She claimed at one point that an entire like trip to the doctor's, medicine, everything I got cost like $3. That's what she claimed.
just really relieved about that part, and I'll keep you guys updated. I know I wasn't going to talk about health, but that's like going to be my whole life right now. It's trying to figure this out.
That literally
Get my
is your
blood sugars
only
under
thing
control,
going
get
on.
this infection gone, because that's affecting the blood sugars majorly. The doctor did say that.
Yeah.
And
She has said that so many times. I definitely am not believing it now. Just like, yeah, my doctor said it was definitely this. It was definitely this. It wasn't all the sweets and all the rice that I was eating. It definitely wasn't that. It's like, okay, bro, sure. It wasn't the thing we saw with our own eyes. It was definitely this totally real kidney infection.
no, I need to figure it out for sure, because, you know, just has to happen.
Well,
So anyways, okay, so we are going to come back in the afternoon and
why do you keep saying we? You're by yourself.
do another vlog. So stay tuned.
Wow, imagine just like trying to like milk as much as humanly possible out of I nearly ate myself to death. Just imagine that. Like, I guess that is all she has. It is either eating herself to death or complaining about eating herself to death. It is one of the two things. That is all her videos are nowadays. I guess it was interesting. Probably the most interesting video she's put out in a very long time, because it was actually a video. It wasn't just her sitting there eating to only haters and then ending up here because she ate to only haters, which is, in my opinion, the most beautiful thing in the entire world. It is like poetic. It's like a famous painter would paint a scene that would end up looking like this. But yeah, I think that's going to be it, guys. Have a good one. Take care of yourselves. See you in a wee bit. Bye-bye.